Hello everyone, it's Mimi again from Mimi's Worms, and today we are going to show you how to make some burritos for your worm bins. These are really good idea to make when you're making some food for your worms and you want to know where you're putting your food stock at. So one of the first things you want to do is you want to take some dry, first of all, you want a piece of paper, and you want to take some dry shredded cardboard or newspaper, and you want to put that there first. So we're going to make a bed so that when this food starts to break down, the cardboard will absorb all your water. So then we're going to add some lettuce. We're going to add an apricot. I don't know what these little things are. They were on some vines we had out there. We're going to see if the worms like them. And then we've got some, looks like some type of bean vine or pea vine. Not really sure. It's just growing out there in my bed. I've got a little bit of comfrey down here I'm going to put in there. And I've kind of cut it up. I'm also going to put some coffee grounds, just a little handful of worm chow. We're going to add some grit, which we're using oyster shell flour, and we're going to use some microbial food. And then what we're going to do is we're going to roll this up like a burrito. And when this breaks down, that cardboard will absorb the juice that's coming out of these decomposing vegetables and stuff. Now, let's say you're going on vacation and you aren't going to be home for a couple of weeks. So you need to make some kind of arrangements for your worms. So we're going to go ahead and start this bin. And we're going to start this bin with some wet cardboard. That over there, Nat Nat. We're going to add in some peat moss. There you go, Nat Nat. We're going to just kind of move this around a little bit. And I'm going to add in some mushroom compost. So this is going to be my bed. I'm going to add in some Andreas and some beautiful little worms right here. And now I'm going to put in my burrito. Now this burrito is going to go in here dry, because once all this starts breaking down, it's going to wet this paper. And so we want it to be dry for now. I'm going to put 2 of these in because I'm going to be gone for 2 weeks. And I want my worms to have enough food while I'm gone. So the next thing I'm going to do is just bring some of this material close to bring it over here to the worms. Might want to put a little bit more cardboard. Natalie, would you hand me the sprayer? Yeah, we're going to wet some more cardboard. Sure, wet it for me. Don't wet me, just wet it. If y'all don't have one of these little sprayers, show them our sprayer, Cody. These are great little sprayers because it has an end on it that has a filter, and you just put it in a 5-gallon bucket. All right, you can turn that off, Natalie.
Take it back?
Mm-hmm.
You want me to show them the strain to it?
Yeah, show them the strainer on it, Cody.
showed them it.
Alright, I added a little bit more mushroom compost to it as well. Natalie, wet this a little bit more for me. Wet this mushroom compost. We're not going to need a whole lot. Alright, you can turn it off. Alright, that's good and wet, good and moist. And we're just going to put this over the top here. Cover that up a little bit. There we go. Now, we will come back and put a piece of, Natalie, you want to go get me a piece of bubble wrap with the cardboard?
Yes, ma'am.
And we're going to leave this, and we've got enough moisture in here. You want to get this as wet as you can without leaving any water that's standing. You don't want standing water, but you want it good and moist. And that way, when you leave to go on vacation, it should not run out of water. And by putting a bubble wrap with a piece of cardboard, the bubble wrap will cause condensation, but the bubbles allow for airflow. So this will cause condensation that'll drip back down into the bed, which will keep your bed good and moist while you're gone on vacation. And then the piece of cardboard keeps it dark, so your worms will keep eating and having a good time while we're away on vacation. So there you have it. If you need to make a worm bin for you to go on vacation. Now, one thing I will mention, I didn't have it here, is you want to use foods that are long-term and short-term. So long-term foods would be like your potato peels, avocado peels, sweet potato peelings, avocado pits, those kind of things, because they'll last long-term. And then your short term would be like lettuce, anything that's leafy green, apple slices, things like that. And if you don't have those, we also have, this is banana, dehydrated bananas. It's banana powder. And I'm just going to give my little worms a treat today, and I'm going to give them some of that. So there you have it. It's all ready for you to go on vacation. Y'all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time. Mm-hmm.